I'm going to share with you my encounter with angels at my university. And if you want to not believe such stories, I really recommend that you click off this video because you might just get triggered by it, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. It was the 6th week of university and there was so much going on. We had tests, we had quizzes, and in 2 weeks we were going to write our final exam. So there was just a lot going on. I remember waking up really early that day. It was like 5 a.m. in the morning and I was really excited, like, yeah, let's get it cracking! I'm gonna write this test! I had a test coming up in real analysis and calculus and vector analysis. Very important to me because they were worth 20% of my final grade. I packed up my stuff and off I went to have my first lecture of the day, which was in G43. I am never going to forget that class, bro, because that's where the drama takes place. That's where the drama takes place. So I get to G43, yeah, and like my demography lecturer is there and he starts to teach. Amazing. I remove my PC because he's referring to tables and I want to see the tables. So, okay. So I'm using my PC and it's going great. I'm asking questions. He's teaching. Everybody's just having a celebration now. Come on. Fast forward, the lecturer finishes his lesson and it's time to go to the next lecture, which was real analysis. I quickly packed up my stuff and out I went the door, and right after real analysis I go for lunch. I think I had pork. Yeah, I had some pork and shimmer with some cabbage. It was really good. I quickly found a spot in the cafeteria again and got my book. This time I got my iPad because, well, my sister's iPad, because it had all the lecture notes that I was supposed to look at, right? So I'm there with the iPad and my book. Oh, and my phone, because it also had other notes. The time was 4:30 p.m. and my test was starting at 5 p.m. Okay, it was going to be a 2-hour test and ending obviously at 7 p.m. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, let me just do a little bit more work for like 30 minutes and then head over to my test, right? So I'm there solving, calculating, proving, enjoying the vibes, telling myself I got this because I do. Period. It was like 4:45 p.m., right? And only 15 minutes to my test. I put my bag on the table, then I put my book in my bag, I get my iPad, put it in the bag, and then it hit me. My personal computer was not in my bag. My personal computer was not in my bag. Where was my personal computer? Huh? Where was my personal computer? Bro, this entire day from 7 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. I did not have my personal computer. Oh, I was drained. I was really drained. I started to look under the table, nothing. I looked into my bag again, nothing. I looked by my side, nothing. My PC was lost, it was gone. Na accent, ukuya accent, ukuya. Ah, mwandi nesinazwena vochita mpambu zinanisila. Natimwe, natambo kupitisha mupenso ka? That's PC rekwisa imwe. But I had the PC. I was very sure I had it, but it turns out I didn't even have it. It wasn't in my bag. Where was it? Where? Yeah. Anyway, my friend Daonga called me. She's like, Lou, where are you? We're about to write the test. And I'm like, bro, how are you about to write the test? Fine, I'm coming. So I pack everything and I head over to the venue where we were writing the test from, because in that moment I was just like, I know I've lost my PC, but I still need to write this test, okay? My school does have a policy where you can tell your lecturer that you can't take a test because of certain reasons, okay? And you need to have like valid reasons for not taking that test. And you also need to tell the lecturer beforehand. It was too late. there were literally 30 minutes till the paper, and I was there panicking, like, oh no, where is my PC? I'm sorry, I didn't hold it. I just burst into tears, bro. It was very painful, especially because my PC was a gift from my dad and it was brand new. And bro, I just felt like so many things were running in my head. I was like, what am I going to tell my dad? What am I going to tell my mom? How what am I going to use to study? Bro, like, I don't know. Anyway, so I head over to the bathroom in tears, sobbing my lungs out. I wash my face, but nothing. It's not working. I went to the venue. I entered the test room, and yeah, our papers were distributed. We were told we have 2 hours to attempt. Time starts now. I flipped the page, bro. It was difficult. Paper naenda yakosa. I was like, this bookie, man. Oh, sad. Guys, paper said yakosa. It was such a difficult paper. The test was very difficult. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. So in the moment, I had lost my personal computer. I was worried about that. And then the paper was very difficult. That was also like, you know, nenzolemba nilira PC nilira paper kukosa. Oh, it's funny now, but it was very sad in the moment. Anyway, one of the invigilators walks up to me and he's like, are you okay? Because he saw me crying, right? And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Then he's like, do you need a break? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Okay. Tawanka was looking at me from the side like, is she okay? Opale was looking at me, Brighton was looking at me, bruh. And I was sat in front, okay? Anyway, I wrote what I could. I think I answered like 4 questions out of 6. Yeah, I answered 4 questions out of 6. I wrote whatever I could and I submitted my paper, left the test room and went straight to the security office because you need to like report everything that goes missing to them. So I go over there and there was nobody. I was there at like 19 hours, right? 7 p.m. and there was nobody. The first person to reach the security office only came at 7:30 and 30 minutes of waiting. Somebody might have already like sold my PC in that moment. Somebody finally comes over and I tell them what happened. And they ask me, are you sure this isn't a prank from your friends? Now, I do have friends at MULUNGUSHI University. And considering that I'm a YouTuber, I feel like people can prank me, right? Like it's okay. But then in that moment, I didn't have anybody who would do it, okay? So I didn't even think of it as a prank. I was just thinking, bro, my PC is gone. So the guy, the security person, officer, starts writing a report for me. And he's asking me questions like, when was the last time you saw it? Did you give it to anybody? What was the model of your PC? And then I'm just there like, I saw it in the morning. I had it. Now, when I checked it was not there. Yeah. No, I don't even know what to do. And then now he's like, madam, now if you're crying, we're not going to do anything. So just tell me properly. And then I'm like, that's what I'm telling you. And then he's like, how much was your PC? Then I'm like, it was I mentioned the price and he's like, yeah, I'm like, wow. Just what I needed, okay? When he said that, my tears were just flowing and flowing and flowing. Then yeah, I finished giving him all the details of my personal computer and everything, and he's like, okay, come back tomorrow morning and we'll give you any feedback. Okay, so I left the security office and I went to my friend's room. I kind of forgot about my PC, but then it was still at the back of my head, like, bro, I've lost my PC and I have a test tomorrow. Okay, I had another test in calculus and vector analysis, so I was like, I'm not going to write that paper, sorry. I just can't. So I called my class representative to tell her that I just can't write the paper because I'm emotionally not okay. Plus, all the notes I was supposed to study were on my PC, all the exercises I was supposed to go through were on my PC, and I have nothing. Okay, and my class representative tells me to call the lecturer. Keep in mind, this was like 21 hours, yeah, 9 p.m. to call my lecturer and tell him the situation. So I call him and I'm like, good evening, I'm sorry for disturbing you this time. And then my lecturer is like, breathe. So my name is Lumbani. I've lost my personal computer. And then he's like, you've lost your what? And I'm like, I've lost my computer, so I don't know what I'm going to do to study. Then now my lecturer is like, oh, that's so sad, sorry. Then I'm like, I'm not going to be able to write your test tomorrow. Can I just make up, please? And then he's like, sure thing. I really hope you find your PC. And I'm like, thank you, thank you. And then he's like, get some rest. I'm like, thank you. You guys, it was so bad. Like, I'm not even doing this for jokes. I was actually crying and I was very sad. So I hung up the phone with my lecturer and I'm talking to Mulewa, and yeah, we're just chatting and whatever. My phone rings and I ignored it the first time. Okay, I ignored it. I was like, you know, I'm not even in the mood to take calls right now. Plus, it was a number that wasn't saved on my phone. Okay, I do get like random numbers calling me. But then in that moment, I was just like, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I don't want to take this call. So I just ignored it. The second time it rings, Mulewa is like, bro, you need to take that call. What if it's the person who has your PC? What if somebody found it? I'm like, bro, fine. So I pick up the call and I'm like, hello, good evening. Obviously I need to sound calm, okay? So I'm like, hello, good evening. And the person was like, hi, is this Lou? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And then he's like, how are you doing? Then I was like, I'm fine. Okay, I'm not fine, but that doesn't matter right now. Then he's like, oh, you're not fine. Is it because you lost your PC? And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? Then he's like, haven't you lost something? I'm like, yes, I've lost my PC. Then he's like, what color is it? It's gray. When you open it, it has my name on it. It has everything personalized to me. And it has like some password on it. And he's like, oh, what's your surname? And I'm like, my name is Lumbania Lupele. And he's like, I have your PC. I sat there with the phone to my ear for 10 seconds, shocked. How does he have my PC? Where did he find my PC? I was so confused. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to say. I'm just... Till this day, wow. Anyway, so I'm there like, yeah, that's my PC. Thank you so much. Where did you find it? Then he's like, you left it in G43. I left it after the demography lesson. Turns out, when I was packing my stuff, I packed my book, I packed my cable, and because I packed my cable, I thought, oh, I've packed my PC. But no, I didn't. And so I got my bag, off I went, and left my PC. So this guy starts talking to me and he's like, I found your PC in the morning. I've been looking all over the place for you, but I didn't see you. I haven't found you. I didn't see your number in any group, any school group. And the thing with me is, because I'm sort of a celebrity, I don't use my name in groups. I just use emojis just so people don't get my number, you know. Yeah, he checked for me on Facebook. He went through the trouble of checking for me on Facebook, okay? And he didn't find me. So he ended up asking a friend, shout out to Kasamba, his friend, about Lou. And Kasamba was like, oh, I know that girl, she makes YouTube videos. Her name is Lumazing. They finally checked Facebook, and then they checked Lumazing, but then I didn't respond to their text because obviously I don't use Facebook as much. So they stalked my friends. And like I said, I keep a very small circle, private, even on social media. I don't follow many people. I'm not friends with many people. So they got in touch with this one girl. Shout out to my friend Wutemwe. You know the vibes. So they got in touch with Wutemwe, my friend, who gave them my number. Yeah, they were like, it's really important. I have her PC and she doesn't know where it is. May I please have Lumazing's number? So Wutemwe gave them my number, and that's how they managed to call me at 21. And yeah, I went there. Oh, in the morning actually. I didn't go and get my PC that night because I was thinking, moving in the night. Anyway, so I slept, and then very early in the morning, like at 6, I went to meet with this angel. His name is Ojensi. Shout out to you, man. Bruh, you saved my life. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I went to meet with Ojensi and he gave me my PC, and then I was about to give him a token of appreciation and he's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? People would have just stolen it or like sold it or I don't know. And he's like, it doesn't matter. I just be a brother's keeper. That's what I was doing. And I was like, really? Thank you. Can I hug you? And he's like, sure. And so I hugged him, and I'm like, and I was so grateful, and my heart was just moved. And I was like, wow, thank God, bruh. And so I prayed, thanking God for finding my PC or bringing my PC to me, and oh my goodness, it was just so much going on. Yeah, then right after that, I learned something. Like, I don't know, from that moment, I'm always on the lookout for things. If I find something lying around, be it a jersey, AirPods, somebody's phone, a PC, a book, I don't know, I'm just very, what if somebody's looking for this? Should I pick it up and take it to them? Should I wait until they come back? I normally just wait until they come back, then I leave the room. It taught me something. That experience taught me something. To be your brother's keeper. And yeah, God looks out for you no matter what. Bruh. What? He went through the trouble of looking for my number on Facebook and all the school groups. You can't tell me that's not God's way. You can't tell me. Hey. If you'd like to see part 2 of the second angel I met, please let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to be your brother's keeper and to always look out for people, even if you don't know them. Yeah.